Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God!
Santa here? I know him. I know him.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Knize.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire. Your dick's so hot.
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. Had to find the right button, but I did. We're back. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today's Tuesday, December 14th, 2021.
Oh no, did we lose Lee?
No? Did I not do it right?
Yeah, Lee's
Okay,
talking.
good.
I got ya.
I'm so tired, I want to throw up. That was not okay. That was not all right.
That was
Didn't I
pretty
hear
funny
you?
though. It was pretty
That
good.
was pretty funny. That's so fucking. I'm tired, y'all. We'll get to that in a minute. Aside from being dog-ass tired, I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
And rice die, bitch.
Oh, that's right. She sure did. Jose Guzman's here. What's up, Jose?
That one left me speechless. Holy shit.
That's how you know Jose doesn't follow me on Twitter.
I mean, I think I
Kelly-
follow you.
No,
I just
yeah,
don't
you
follow
follow me.
Twitter.
You don't read my tweets, though.
Well, I don't read anybody's tweets.
Just like most of my followers.
I read
your
them all.
tweets.
I
saw
read your
that one.
tweets.
I think I might have even liked that one. I don't like any
That-
tweets.
That's how I knew that Anne Rice died.
You're welcome. Gotcha,
Kelly's
bitch.
here. What's up, Kelly?
If I weren't here, I would be trying different shampoos.
Oh, and our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
Just Kelly in a bucket full of shampoo, soaking.
Got to keep them luscious locks nice and clean.
Mhm,
I get it.
mhm.
My pubes.
No, boy, got a full head of hair and a full ass bush. Very good. I
It's
approve.
like the 70s down there.
Yeah.
Carpet matches the drapes.
I wish that was true. And like, did this long flowing hair just like, parted around his dick.
Be great.
Shit. Well, well, no. My carpet does not match the drapes.
Was it gray down there? Is it gray down there now?
No. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Oh, so you're
I did
talking
notice,
jet
like-
black.
Most of my chin is gray now.
It looks great.
I got a lot of gray in the chin. I got my chest is a fucking disaster. It's all getting grayed out. Pubes are still
Whoa,
midnight
Big
black, which is
Daddy.
nice. It's good.
Silver
Midnight
fox and
black.
grooming over
Yeah.
here.
I got some gray in my undercoat on my head, which Nicole
Uh-oh.
loves to point out. It's great.
Dude, just go
I-
fucking all white.
I'm not gonna go bald. I think that's not in the cards for me. But my shit is definitely gonna be like Ted Danson white at some point.
Yes,
You
you're gonna
You
get like
feel
the
like-
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go bald, you gotta test your water or something. Like, some bad shit's happening to you if all that hair falls out.
Yeah, it'd be that's when I know for sure I have been cursed.
Yeah.
Go free now. Go straight Bischoff on your family.
Oh my god.
Is that the double murder suicide guy?
Yeah.
No. That's a very different suggestion, Mahoney.
Yeah, he never had the chance to go gray.
Oh,
No, he sure didn't.
No one involved did.
No.
no.
Yeah, my lovely wife
Wow,
is
way
out
to
of town.
bring the room down, Mahoney.
Well,
Jesus.
I was taking a drink. I thought you were gonna keep going. I was taking a drink.
Yeah.
My lovely wife is out of town. She's coming home tomorrow, which is a damn shame that I didn't know ahead of time that I should just dye all my hair silver for her to come home and find me fully gray. But
Ooh,
this is
there
what
you
happens
go.
when you leave me alone. It's been great. It's been fine. You know, the kids are cool. It's all great. But I'm just fucking tired, man. I'm a needy bitch. And I don't sleep well when I'm alone. It's fucking sad. I've been together so goddamn long that I can't adjust to not having my lady around. It's sad.
Ooh, look at
Shit,
Lee.
she leaves
He
for
loves
work. I'm
his
taking her
wife.
pillows.
Gross.
It's not even a conscious thing though. It's like I barely sleep for shit anyway. And then my body's like, oh, this is different. This doesn't compute. We don't like this. Let's
Fuck
just.
that.
What if
I'm
what if we just keep him up?
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's sleep sideways.
I don't know. I feel like you sleep really good when I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, that's what it is.
It's comfort.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because I'm
He's,
the other wife.
Knowing that
Yeah.
you're there
My security blanket, Kelly.
Yep.
makes it all better.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, you know, not a whole hell of a lot to talk about. Still Resident Eviling it up. I went through. Oh shit! It's been a couple of days going through Jax's room, trying to get rid of some of the old stuff, make room for new stuff, and donated a whole bunch of shit to Goodwill. I gave a whole bunch of stuff to my good buddy Gogh, 'cause he's got a little boy. He'll be playing with toys at no time.
Hell yeah, taking shirtless Instagram videos.
Damn right.
Mhm.
Went over, had
Check me out, boys. New Mario hat. What up?
had dinner with the Atkins. It's nice, as a matter of fact. Dude, that kid is so big, man. He's 5 months old. He's already wearing size 4 diapers and 12-month clothes.
Ooh,
Kid is he's just big. He's a big kid.
big kid.
Thick ass boy.
And he's just long, man. He's just big. He's not like one of those crazy,
Strong
like,
down to
hyper
get the
chunk
friction
babies.
on.
And I was trying to figure out, I'm like, who the hell, like, your family's not large. Like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, dude, my wife is 6 foot fucking tall. Like, her whole damn family's up to Sasquatches. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she does kind of have Amazon tendencies.
No, she absolutely does. Her, I guess, she's like 6 feet tall. Like, it's all of her dads and brothers are like, 6'2", 6'3". Like, they're all big dudes. So he's gonna have that kid's gonna be built like me if they're not careful. I can see that shit in the future. But he's sweet.
Fucking
he's a
talk
pretty
them
chill
all
kid.
into going with Bischoff. Everybody walk in tomorrow, Bischoff.
Teach that
And
kid how to catch
nobody-
a pass.
Nobody gives on that their hair has changed.
Well, he's also bald. So that really wouldn't fly.
Yeah,
either.
have you met Goat, Jose? You two have the same hairstyle.
Yeah, you guys must have the same barber.
You can grow a little bit out.
When's your shirtless Instagram post coming?
Which one?
Who?
I don't know.
Which one?
Whoever wants to answer, I guess.
Who are you talking to? I dropped mine a while ago.
That's true. That was
Made a
before
fucking
Instagram was
calendar.
even a thing.
I was like, Instagram post. How about a calendar?
Right.
Mahoney, I got some files I can send you.
All right.
Uh-oh, that scares me.
Wouldn't be the first time.
God.
How much are they gonna cost?
Ooh. To quote the lovely Mary Knize, no one sees the cheeks for free.
Yeah.
Oh God. The only other thing we're talking about is last night I'm getting I'm preheating the oven, put in some pizzas. I'm getting Jax in the shower because I've been trying to watch Christmas movies at night, and I'm trying to get these things going along. And then the phone rings and it's my good buddy Goat. He's like, "Hey, I'm up here at the resale shop." I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, "And somebody brought in a big tote of old school Megazords. Let me FaceTime you." And I look at the FaceTime, like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'll be right there. And he's like, "Oh shit!" Homeboy said he's closing in 15 minutes. I said, "Cool, I'll be there in 7." And so went up there, and sure as shit, had a whole bunch of good stuff. I walked out of there with, all in pretty good shape. I got a Turbo Megazord, the big ass Artillatron, and 4 of the 5 Rescue Zords. Bought the 5th one on eBay.
Nice.
$150,
Hell yeah.
which is kind of absurd for that. I'm not mad about it. Like, hey,
Nope. Pretty good.
you don't know what you got. You don't know what you got. I'm offering you what is a fair. Because here's the thing about, like, yeah, you could sell that shit on eBay and make more money, probably, but they're not an eBay business. They sell locally here.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna buy that shit here but me. Like,
And if
I'm
he
the guy that's
just
gonna buy
if he
it.
just got it in and made a profit and pretty much had to do zero work for it,
Yeah,
Right.
that's perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I'm the guy that's gonna, like, it's me. I'm the one who's gonna buy that here. You don't put it online, you got a much bigger customer base, but you don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
no one else is gonna spend that money on this shit except me.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
And
But I
there's
think
all
kinda-
like there's work involved in listing it, but there's more work involved in figuring out what the fuck it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
You
was
know?
the thing too, because I said, okay, this instead of okay, I'll give you $150 right now. We'll recall it, and then he had to call like the guy that run the store with him, and I'd stand there for 20 minutes for them going back and forth to decide whether or not that's a good deal. It's like, you don't know, you don't even fucking know. Like, and trust me, I'm telling you, like, I looked at the guy at one point, because I've been there a whole bunch, and I'm like, look, I would not fuck you. Like, like, this is good, I promise. Like,
Yeah.
I for all I know, my kid's still in the shower. Can I go home with these robots, please? Fuck out of here.
I told him I'd be right back.
Yeah. Come on.
Daddy went out for some Megazords.
Never came back. He said he was grabbing Megazords and milk. That was 20 years ago.
And so I called Nicole last night. We're videoing and going. I said, hey, check this shit out. And I told her the story. And she had a very different reaction than you guys. She's like, you spent $150 on Megazords 2 weeks before Christmas? And I said, well, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it might be I took advantage of what's probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that just happened to take place 2 weeks before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's like, spend $150 on Megazords 2 weeks before Christmas. I go, if that's the story you want to push, then I guess that's what the fuck happened. All right. They'll be on the shelf when you get home. She just smiled and gave me that look that I've seen many times in the past 20 years. She was like, yeah, I knew this is what I was signing on for. Like, I didn't bait and switch this woman. I put up the shit on Front Street. It's a good time. It's gonna be
And
good.
meanwhile, Jax is like, Dad, you're gonna spend all Mom's money.
You're gonna ruin her life.
He hasn't done that shit in a while, and I'm very glad because it would bum me the fuck out. That would be like, you have no idea how much shit is ready to go into that tree for you, you little fucking so and so.
Yeah, he's going to open his presents and going to be like, oh, Mom broke now.
So he had a very grown-up kind of Christmas list this year. So we bought him a new bed and like a gaming chair. So we're gonna kind of end up basically revamping his room. And so I'm just like, man, we sure did buy a lot of work for me to do on my time off for the holidays.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
the
fucking
worst
Yeah, but
part.
here's what's cool. Though. His Christmas present is something you were going to have to do anyways.
That's true.
And he is
Fair.
cool with it.
No, that is very true.
You tricked him into growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
What
It's,
kind of
you got some-
gaming chair? Like, is it like a real gamer chair, or like?
It's like one of those, racer chairs with wheels on it. It's like a real one.
My
Yeah.
roommates got this for me.
Roommates. Yeah, bed's got it's a high loft bed, so it's got all the kind of shelves and shit because he wants to pose as guys on shelves and shit like I do because I'm nothing if not a role model.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about that.
That's what you do with your guys.
Yeah.
It is. But
He better
was
not
really
be
cool.
busting out some bullshit poses like Shark, though. I'll call his ass out.
He was really cool about the whole donation process, and I wanted him to help me at first. He's like, Dad, can you just do it? I think it'll be too hard. I don't think I can do it. And I said, you know what? I understand. I get that sentiment. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. And that's that. I won't throw anything out that you really care about, you really love. Which, of course, when you're that little, means everything. But he only fought me on a couple things, and I was totally happy to let him keep them because he was cool about most of it. But then we, roll up to Goodwill, and I start unloading stuff out of the car. I pull out this, bag full of like Hot Wheels and shit. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "We're donating the car." He go, "My favorite Hot Wheels are in there." And I go, what does it look like? Describe to me your favorite Hot Wheels, because I've not seen you play with a Hot Wheel in the full year plus you lived in this house. Like, that was
Hot
one of the
Wheel
rules.
minute.
That was one of the rules I set out. Like, if I put my hands on something that you haven't touched since this was our address, it's going to go. Like, I think that's a fair thing to say. And so it's like, it's a red one. I go, "Nice try."
Oh no, it was Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
They're all red.
McQueen's
You look in there.
There's a bag, like a Rolling Stones contract writer. It's just a bag full of red Hot Wheels. Like, shit.
Fuck your
What did I
dad,
do?
shit lips.
Yeah, fuck your mom, shit lips. It's Parenthood's an adventure, you guys. I wouldn't recommend it. What you got going on, Knize?
Did you guys know that of all the things we lost because of COVID and the pandemic and people not doing what they're supposed to do, we lost all-day breakfast at McDonald's?
I did know that. I found that out a few months ago, and it was very upsetting.
Wouldn't blame the pandemic on that, though.
Well,
I think
yeah,
they've
they're
been
using the
wanting an
pandemic as an
excuse to
excuse.
get rid of it for years because all of the employees fucking hate it.
I mean,
Doing a
almost
lot.
most of these big changes these corporations are making, and they're saying it's because of COVID. That's just the excuse. They were just waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Now it's built in, and they can be like, "Oh, you're going to challenge me on that?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when Disney was like, "Oh, Scarlett Johansson, uncool," we just we all just went through a pandemic.
Yeah, be like, bitch, you made
So, yeah.
money during the pandemic.
I did not realize that until I pulled up to a McDonald's at 11:05 on a Sunday. I also found out that not only did they get rid of all-day breakfast, but their breakfast hours now go until 11. So I was only 5 minutes late getting there. So
That's the fucking worst.
that's even worse. Even
As
worse.
soon as you lose, bitch.
So it's like when you pull up and you say, "I'll have a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle combo with a coffee," and they say, "Sorry, we're no longer serving breakfast," and you just go, "Okay," and speed off.
Yeah.
You a donut in their fucking driveway.
See, and I've had it a couple of times here roll up, and it's right, like, there's a line, right? It's like people are in line for breakfast, but then you roll up there and it's like 11:01 or something, and they haven't even turned the menu boards to lunch shit yet, and you're like, nah, like, you know why me and the 3 cars behind me are here. Like, fucking slice me off an egg, man. Make me McMuffin, you fuck.
Yeah.
They said, "No, man, we stopped prepping that shit 5 minutes ago."
So in retaliation, Mary had the great idea last night to make homemade McGriddles, and boy, oh boy, I'm very good at making them.
Ooh.
Look at you.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Maybe shouldn't really perfect this recipe too well because of reasons, but man, homemade McGriddles are where it's at, you guys.
Is it because Ronald McDonald will come kill you?
Bring it, fucking clown.
He's not gonna come himself. He's gonna send all of his assassins.
Yeah.
Mary wakes up and there's just like 2 fry kids holding a pillow over your face at night.
After you kill the first couple, the Grimace shows up in the middle of the night.
No, you wake up with a Grimace head in your bed.
Just a big old gumdrop. So besides when I'm cursing the name of Ronald McDonald and vowing never to go to this specific location of McDonald's ever again, even though it was a corporate policy, been watching a lot of Christmas movies on Freeform because if you didn't know, Freeform is bumping and has been for a while.
I've heard that.
Obviously, one of the classics is Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, and whenever those are on, I think I watched both of these when we were in Texas even. We were watching it the other night, and this particular scene interested me, and I thought of something that I'd never realized before. So it's when Kevin runs back into the hotel, and the hotel staff chases him, and he does the trick where he turns the movie on, and the movie talks with the characters. So It's angels with even filthier souls. So we got Tim Curry, the chick. We got Rob Schneider. We got security guy and some old white dude. So he's doing the whole thing about you were here last night and you were smooching with my brother, wasn't you, Tim Curry? So then it goes into, not only was you smooching with my brother, but you was smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Boney Bob, Cliff. Cliff, you see his name tag. The security guard's name says Cliff. He gasps. Right. They all look at him. And what does Cliff say?
It's a lie. I could go on.
Okay. First of all, I never thought about this before, but Cliff has a bit of a speech impediment. Do you notice that?
No.
He's not in that one line. No, afraid not.
You didn't notice that?
No.
He has a very distinct lisp.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a lie.
Okay.
You can hear it. You can hear it.
All right. Sure.
So what I think happened is Kevin McAllister just inadvertently outed Cliff to his
he might have
co-workers.
Not cool, Kevin McAllister. That's not woke.
So that's just a little something that pops into my brain as I'm watching 30-year-old Christmas movies.
I could go on forever, baby.
Cliff's been keeping this secret all this time. Kevin McAllister rolls in because he missed his fucking flight and just explodes his life. Or maybe.
My favorite part of that movie is like how he just runs onto an airplane because he's like, "Hey, that's my dad," and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
It's 1993 and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe this was a turning point in Cliff's life. He'd been living a lie for God knows how long. He's an elderly gentleman, and this was the opportunity to kind of speak his truth.
Or when the truth comes to light and they find out that it was just this kid who's been squatting in this hotel room with a stolen credit card for the better part of a week, he just, hanged himself in a supply closet.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm sure it's one of those two things.
Oh, God.
You know what? More people need to hang themselves in a supply closet and go out the dignified way. Holy shit.
Give yourself a David Carradine on the way out. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Give yourself a little treat.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And a Happy New Year, you filthy
God,
animal.
Clean up
Bless
after me
us,
twice.
everyone. Fucking gross. We watched, we didn't finish it last night, but we started this movie, Klaus. The Netflix cartoon from a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized that when I was doing my research for the show tonight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later, but it's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah, I think it was at least nominated for an Academy Award. I don't know if it won, but
I started watching. I had to look it up a little bit. It is traditional animation, which is kind of insane. It may be like the last feature-length traditional animated movie as of now, with all these crazy digital coloring techniques that make it look like this weird kind of half in between thing. It's gorgeous, very cool to look at, very unique. Would recommend on that if nothing else. Nothing else. What you got going on, Jose?
Nothing much. Back from all our trips. No more traveling in the books, really, pretty much for the rest of the year. So that's kind of cool. So built a list of shit to gotta do at home. We gearing up for next year. Might be a big push.
spent a bunch of money. Yeah,
pretty good at that. We can fucking name drop a credit card.
Yeah, somebody hire us just to spend their money.
So
we'll do it.
We got some cool stuff coming, cool stuff playing with.
Well, I mean,
We've
the
been rocking this Steadicam for a while.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
vest smells like it.
Yeah, that Steadicam is going on 7 years old now, and it has definitely been stuck inside of a road case for the better part of those years. You know, rode hard and put up wet, and
yeah, been to India,
Quite
and
literally.
back, been to China and back.
and like you can't just buy a vest. Like if you want to
a
just
vest is $2,000.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's like, okay, well, these other
the
things
whole
aren't
system
working.
is $3,000.
Yeah, these
I like the vest.
these other things aren't working on the Steadicam, so we need a new vest. So let's just get a whole new motherfucker. Let's go.
Oh my god! I opened up the case because one of the things we're getting a C-stand, seeing if it was smaller, it turned out to be the same size. Fuck us, right? So I open up the case in the living room. Lady's doing a puzzle, and she's like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
Oh no.
So I had to empty it out. I had to take it in the garage. I sprayed it down with some Lysol, sprayed it all down with some ozone, and then
Yeah,
guess
if
I'll
you've
be able
ever
to-
played like sports, it smells like the inside of an equipment bag.
well, yeah. Just imagine like you wear this basketball jersey once every couple months.
The games
You're not able to
the games are
wash
3
it.
days long.
Yeah, but you sweat your balls out for 3 days straight in it. Now times that for 7 years.
Yeah.
God.
But I'll tell you what, that fucking arm is like, there's nothing wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong.
Well, I mean, there's things wrong with the arm. You know, it's beat up and it's a little rusty from the travel. But like
You open
that
the
arm
case,
still functions.
You open the case and the vest is like, "Hey, Jose!" You're like, "Oh shit!"
The fucking
Life.
sorting hat.
So we got this new setup coming, and the arm still works. We joked that we should get 2 more arms and do like Doc Ock style.
Ooh, there you go.
Doc Ock Steadicam.
Yeah, I'll take the attachment part from the current vest, put it on the left side of the vest. So I have 2 attachments, bam, 2 arms, 2 cameras. Pew, 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 pew.
When it's time to put the vest to rest, you take it to Lee's house and you open
Ooh,
up
I
the
like
case and it just says, "Thank you," and then it turns into a bunch of ladybugs and goes into Lee's office.
I'm still catching like 2 or 3 days of those fucking things.
Oh no.
What were you
So-
calling them, Lee? You weren't calling them ladybugs.
No, they're some Japanese beetle.
Lady
Japanese
beetle, you were
beetles.
calling them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think they could have come in a box in a shipment you got?
No, because they, like, it's kind of fucking nuts. Like, there was nothing here. Everything was cool. And then I went to go get Zoe from school. And when I came back, there were 47 of them on my ceiling. I was like, what the whole fuck? And it's been the first few days was a fucking battle. And ever
It's
since then,
been.
there's not
Damn it, I thought the same thing.
There hasn't been a single day where I haven't at least, sucked one of them up in the little vacuum cleaner I got. So it's ridiculous.
Sucking beetles
It's
off
been
every
days
day.
since I sucked a beetle off.
It's been
Suck
days
37
since
of
I-
at once.
It's been days since I haven't sucked a beetle up.
Lee looking like that shampoo ad.
Just wait.
Or not ad. Whatever
Oh,
that.
Christ.
Video.
Yeah. And then so tomorrow's Miss No Name's birthday. So happy birthday.
Aw.
Oh, look at that.
We had
Oh, we know her birthday now. We can dox her.
narrow this
Cross
down.
check her
Get on it,
birthday
Mahoney.
with people with no name, and we're gonna find her in no time.
Cross check all Jane Does born
Yep.
on this date.
Yep.
Knize might be talking about it too. So we got tickets like fucking months ago.
Knize already went.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Love
Okay.
you, Jose.
Hey, I'm sure I can add something to it.
It's been a long month.
It has been.
It's been a long 4
It's
months.
been a long 41 years.
Jesus Christ. And they only get longer.
But then they get shorter.
I'm into that. Then they get heavier.
Oh no.
Yeah. For all you young listeners, You get tired real quick. Enjoy it while you got it. So we got tickets for this like immersive Van Gogh kind of exhibit thing. Which is
I've had a
cool.
couple of chances to go to that and didn't. I kind of feel like I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for it.
You'll kick yourself in the ass for not going on mushrooms.
Oh.
So, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, they manipulated paintings, made them longer, made a scenery of it, made it, things move, and then it was projected on all 4 walls. Lights are off. They do some stuff on the floor here and there. It's got some music going. It was pretty cool. So everyone had fun with that. So that was supposed to have happened like November, but it got moved to a couple of days ago. What was it? Saturday? Friday?
Yeah.
Friday. So it was closer to her birthday, so that was cool.
Yeah.
So it went with the month.
She's big into Van Gogh, and the way I could describe it, it was like an immersive motion comic, kind of.
That's cool.
To where, you know, they take these Van Gogh paintings and then they animate them by using like the clone stamp tool and cutting shit out and moving it around, giving it kind of that depth. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, they do like a pan where it's the top of the building, and then the camera pans down to the painting that's going on at the bottom of the building, and you know they just stitched a bunch of pieces of the buildings to make it look like there was actually panning down a long building, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But then, you know, we're watching it, we're like, oh shit, I can figure that out. I'm seeing the seams and I'm figuring it out how they did it. I was like, all right, throw that shit in the fucking plans. So Knize and Mary were cool and got her a couple puzzles from Van Gogh's artwork. One with a skull smoking a joint.
Yeah, or a cigarette, whatever you want.
Joint.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten her anything for her birthday yet, so we just creeped on her in the gift shop, saw things that she liked and wasn't gonna buy herself, and just went yoink.
Yeah, she was looking at a puzzle that I had already got her, and she's like, "Oh, this one. Do you already have one of these?" And I look at Knize, and I'm like shaking my head, like, "No, not that one. Don't get that one. Don't get that one." And I'm like,
right.
The puzzle's
Pretty sure that puzzle has a hidden dick in it. We should probably skip that one.
Oh no, she'd be all about a hidden dick.
Yeah, don't tell her that. Yeah, we fucking
She
sold.
needs
Let me get two.
a puzzle with just hidden dicks. She'd love it.
So
all right, well, I know what I'm getting her.
started putting that together today, and we're gonna wake up, do a little puzzle in the morning. She's got a chiropractor visit, so that's been going pretty good for her.
That's good.
And then so, like, we had that blue horse, the Dolly painting, the Dolly.
Right, the one that you worked on for fucking ever. It felt like
the sea of fucking blue. So we decided now that we seem to be collecting a couple like painting puzzles, so we're gonna keep all the paint, get a bunch of famous painting puzzles, put them together, frame them, and then have like a little art gallery of fucking
that's fucking
cool. Puzzle paintings.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I want to frame them and put like the lights, like those little stem lights.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, make it look like a fucking museum hallway. It's gonna be cool. I mean, we don't have a hallway yet, but
Someday.
Someday we're gonna have a hallway. God damn it. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, and it's only about a half hour long. There's a little like pre-show area with some exhibits, and then you go in and you can either stand or sit, and you just fucking let it take you over.
Pit my Van Gogh by exhibit.
Check this out. I got PlayStation 2. Looks like Starry Night.
PlayStation 2. Wow.
You wild sometimes, Kelly.
Kelly is the true wild card.
I am.
Yeah, no.
I got yelled at a lot this morning.
You did.
Oh, this morning
you knew what
was
you did.
something else.
Kelly will fucking show up in a Charizard shirt and say, "What up?" Hello?
Bring it, motherfucker.
This morning was something else, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been a week.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, and no, listening audience, we won't tell you what we're talking about. Oh, what you got going on, Kelly?
But ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you about what has infected my brain.
Band-Aids.
No, Band-Aids might fix it. I have a Garfield infection.
A Garfield infection.
So this all started when I was watching on
It's
YouTube.
so very wholesome.
It's very wholesome. So I started watching on YouTube. One of my favorite YouTube guys posted a thing about Garfield and how the internet has completely fucked it up. Just made it weird. And this led me down a rabbit hole. The rabbit hole, it's called Lasagna Cat. So in 2013, 20 videos appeared on YouTube on the Lasagna Cat account. All 20 of the videos appeared at once, and they are all recreations of Garfield strips.
Classic Jim Davis Garfield strips.
Knize, if you could fire up the video from
February 26, 2003?
No, not yet.
Okay, save that one.
Save
You
that
gotta
one.
build to that. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta build.
Yeah. So let's go with May 16th, 1985.
May 16th,
Oh my God.
1985. Let's see what we got here.
And so this is the day that strip was on.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
funky dance, Garfield.
So Garfield's
Show
doing
me
a
how
funky
you do it.
dance. It's looking real fucked up.
First,
Oh, look at him.
find a burr in your sandbox.
And then they show you the strip itself, and they go and remix their own video.
It's a pretty funky dance, Garfield. Show me how you do it.
And these all fit the same format. They're all about like 3 minutes, or like 1 to 2 minutes or so. And they're just fucking bizarre with this.
For those that aren't watching on YouTube, it's a regular dude like Steve from Blue's Clues playing John. And then a full-size person in a full-size Garfield costume is then superimposed onto that same set to make him look like a cat size.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Every video ends with some sort of picture of Jim Davis popping up, and they say it's a tribute to him.
Oh, it's a tribute to something.
It's a tribute for sure. So those videos came and went, and suddenly just there's nothing for 4 years. And then a video was uploaded. It was a trailer, essentially, with the title being a phone number 1-800-591-3274. And this was the start of new Lasagna Cat.
Where has the time gone?
Much higher quality for
You
sure.
need to show your face
wow.
again, Garfield.
I didn't watch this one.
What'll it
Oh my
take?
god.
Like, they upped their game.
You call a toll-free number.
Yeah, I missed this.
The web series about Garfield will return.
It's an answering machine. What do I say? What do I do?
State your name and the number of sexual partners you've had.
John Harbaugh.
Oh.
2. Why do you need to know this?
Don't ask questions. It's just a survey. There isn't much time. Silence is the language of cowards.
What the fuck?
Dial the number for Garfield.
Wait, so this
webisode mashup series that hasn't posted videos in nearly a decade suddenly has a 1-800 number and needs the names and sexual histories of random people from the internet? Why?
'Cause I hate Mondays.
Oh my god, that sounded like Kelly. That's Kelly. Kelly's Lasagna Cat.
Kelly's been working on this on the Hush,
That would
and
be
now
amazing.
he's unveiling it.
I wish I did.
Proud of you, Kelly.
And also, I did get my dates wrong. It wasn't 2013. It was 2008 when all those videos dropped.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry. So yeah, in 2017, they came back. They put out that trailer. And then next was several other episodes once they got enough people to call into their do their survey. Now, my favorite of these episodes is this is the February 26th, 2003 video. I mean, the accuracy on this video is something else. It's John testing out some shampoos.
I'm gonna spend the evening trying out different kinds of shampoo.
And one kind of furniture polish.
Get it?
Get it? It's funny.
So what, he had just grabbed a furniture polish
Yeah.
along with the shampoos? I didn't get it the first time.
No, he's testing his shampoos, his furniture polishes to shine his wood. Get it?
What the
The whole
fuck?
thing's a masturbation joke. Which leads to this.
If you've seen this kind of movie, you know what's going on.
What the hell?
See, this is the first one I saw. I didn't need to see any of them
no.
after this.
Oh my god.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my god.
And this is when I said, Kelly, you are.
Kelly, you are the wild card.
He's just getting covered in shampoo.
Oh, it's in his mouth.
Yeah, that didn't look like it was supposed to happen. He was like, "What, you son of a bitch?" And that guy's like, "That's how we do it." I got lost in the role. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then.
Do they do that in Japanese porno? Do they clap?
I wouldn't
At
be
the end,
surprised.
sometimes they do it, and they're like, "Yeah, good job."
And there's Odie mopping up.
Oh no, Jim Davis.
And there's Jim Davis again.
I mean, it's a tribute.
Wow.
So this all culminated in the finale, sex survey results, which is a 4-hour and 40-minute long video.
Now it checks out. Okay, now I understand why that happened at the end. Okay. Okay.
Mahoney, did you watch that thing?
I watched some of it, not all of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, but
4 hours long.
Did you watch the end? Like,
I sure did. It was real fucking weird.
it's one of the strangest and most upsetting things I've ever seen on YouTube. I do not know how it exists, because they straight up just show a dick many times.
Oh,
I don't think I saw a dick.
Oh, it's the dude who's painted as Garfield. His dick's out the entire time.
I did not get that. I saw it Garfield turns to a real cat, and the guy is all weird and run down. And then he was at like a bus stop, and then I was like, okay.
Oh, you
this is
jumped
something.
out before it even got... That's nothing.
Well, I mean, it was real weird, so I didn't realize that the weird hadn't started yet.
Yeah, no, you missed the close-up shot of a woman giving birth.
Yeah, I sure did. Wouldn't say I missed it.
You missed her ranting in Polish to the stillborn fetus.
Oh.
And Garfield's there.
And Garfield is there. There is an orange cat. It is the most insane art piece, and I ingested all of it over the weekend. I didn't watch all 4 hours and 40 minutes. I skipped around in the video, like I would watch. Because what happens in this is it is the sex survey results. So what happens is the video opens and John is sitting in his chair reading a newspaper, and someone knocks on the door, and he said, "Who's there?" And they say their name. And he says, "Oh, your name? Who?" And he opens the door, and then it's a mannequin, and the mannequin says their name and the number of sexual partners they've had.
Okay.
And so it's just using what they got from that survey. I read an interview with the guys who made it. It was the first 1,000 usable calls they had.
Oof. They got 1,000 calls.
That was the first
More than
1,000,
right? Yeah.
usable. So there's many more.
We haven't got a voicemail in months.
We don't even talk about that anymore.
Why don't you call us and tell us about your sexual partners?
Yeah. So yeah, and then after John hears their number of sexual partners, it turns into then Garfield reading a newspaper, and then he answers the door. And then once that person says their sexual partners, it turns into Odie reading a newspaper, and then Odie answers the door. And it goes like this for 4.5 hours.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of hours.
As it goes, the mannequins get more fucked up looking. Like their just features kind of start shifting and stretching, and like they'll have just incredibly long faces or like just tiny heads and really long necks. Like they kind of just start like melting as time goes on. And so like what I would do was I was just going through the scroll bar on the thing and looking for like because the mannequins, as they were talking, they would have word balloons appear behind them. So if someone had a long word balloon, I would stop and read that one or watch that one, because they're obviously going to say something weird to go on for that long. There was one guy talking about how he had sex with thousands of people in an online chat room.
Oh, no.
And then he had to explain to Garfield what an online sex chat room was.
Oh, no.
Well, he didn't have to. He chose to, I should say. But yeah, I welcome everyone.
John, to warn Garfield of the dangers of online sex rooms.
Yeah. How about this? Keep your weird sex shit to yourself and don't end up in a 4-hour-long Garfield video. Let this be a listen to everybody. Stop doing things because your wiener feels good.
But hey, if Garfield wants to know how many sexual partners you've had, sometimes you just gotta call and let him know.
No.
Yeah, and like, to be fair, it was solicited information.
Yeah, they asked.
Where some people will just be like, hey, here's some fucked up shit you don't really want to know.
Yeah.
At least
I'm just saying,
people were kind enough to be asked.
If you call the Popcast at 616-951-1POP and tell us how many sexual partners you had, Lee will play it on the air.
Yeah.
Pop topic. How many people have you fucked?
Yeah, so that's what I got into this weekend. Just a whole lot of Lasagna Cat.
You can see when Kelly's about to go into a hole of something.
Oh yeah,
you can see it coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lee, you got to watch it.
I definitely will. I definitely will, because it just seems to be right up my alley. I watched, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes or so of the Our RoboCop remake, which is a fantastic premise.
I want to talk about that a bit. So how I didn't know that even existed, because until all this Lasagna Cat stuff, because I was just looking into like what else these people made, and part of it
I always thought
was
that was a Funny or Die thing.
Well,
part of it might have been.
It might have been, but
I
it's
think
just
it might have
bunch
been distributed by Funny or Die.
Yeah, because each scene in RoboCop in our RoboCop remake movie is made by different like filmmakers. So the team that made Lasagna Cat took the scene where he shoots the rapist in the dick.
Okay.
And then they shot their version, which just looks fucking incredible.
It looks like it looks better than RoboCop.
Yeah, it looks like the movie, but then RoboCop blows up so many dicks because after he shoots the one rapist, more rapists just keep coming, and they all have their dicks out, and he just keeps shooting them in the dick.
One guy's like, "Come on, do it!"
Yeah. I think that guy is labeled in like RoboCop's HUD as something like most notable rapist or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. And you can see the whole movie. And I said I watched about 40 minutes of it, and it is every scene in RoboCop redone to varying with different kinds of styles and techniques and varying degrees of success. Like, I mean, you can't help but applaud the premise. Like, I watched the bit where they made a big like Ed 209 puppet, and some of the people in the boardroom were like Muppets, and so he just fucking obliterates Mr. Kenny as a puppet, which is pretty great. And it's all pretty, like, even the dialogue is word for word in that scene up until that point, and then like, you know, he just keeps shooting, and they can't stop him, and the one guy's like, "Oh God, we'll call tech support and see what they can do," and they're still machine gunning. And he's like, "Oh God, what's the shield number? We'll see if that'll help." And the guy gets behind the robot and goes, "It's 0, 0, 0, 0, 1." It's pretty good.
So where'd you find it?
It's on Vimeo.
Okay.
So if you go to Vimeo and search for Our RoboCop remake, it's like one of the top results.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was just that scene, and that was an isolated.
It's the whole movie. It's kind of nuts. And like the scene where
movie night.
It'd be worth doing for a movie night. It's fucking strange. Like the scene
I
where
mean, we'd have to watch the original first because Mahoney's never seen it.
I'm fucking down for all of it.
I think we watched it on the show once.
I thought we did too.
We definitely did a RoboCop commentary.
Yeah, but the scene where Murphy rolls up on Clarence's gang, it's all babies, like dressed up like the characters, and like, you know, their parents are like have these full black sleeves, like kind of, you know, shaking them around, and it's just the dialogue from the movie dubbed over it, right? It's like this baby with like glasses on, whatever, and then when he shoots Murphy's arm, it cuts to the next sequence, and it's like,
when does that happen?
It's like 5 dudes and Lewis doing interpretive dance, and that's the sequence where they shoot Murphy 700,000 times. It's crazy. It's really wild. And like, you know, and when he becomes RoboCop, sometimes the suit looks really good, sometimes it looks terrible. Like it's a trip. But, you know, I couldn't watch the whole thing or else my brain would fry. Much like you can't watch 4 hours of mannequins telling you their sexual history.
I bet Kelly could.
I can't.
I mean, if I had discovered it earlier in the weekend, I might have watched it all.
It's wild. So what you got, Mahoney? What crazy shit have you watched on the internet?
I have been watching the Spider-Man movies because Spider-Man No Way Home comes out Thursday.
I've heard that rumor.
And so I've been watching all of them. And let me tell you, it's real fucking hard to watch the Spider-Man movies. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that hard. But
you mean as far as being able to access the movies?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have them all on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't even have that player hooked up. Like, I don't want to do that. And so I start out and I'm like, all right, well, let's see. They're probably on, like, Homecoming and Far From Home were on Stars back in the day when I was all on Stars. So it's like, let's check Stars. What do they got for Spider-Man? Nothing there. I'm like, okay, well, that's no good. I'm like, they're probably on like, you know, HBO or Hulu or one of those. Like, I don't think they're on Netflix. So I'm going through every single thing. And also, like, can somebody just make a global search for every streaming thing so I can just be like Spider-Man and it's like, here it is. And like, kind of Roku does it, but like not really, because Roku's like, you can buy it on like these random, like Pluto.tv. I'm like, I don't want to know that. Like, just tell me of the places I can watch where it is, and then maybe tell me like, if you don't have these, you could watch it there if you wanted. And so I go through all this trouble, and I find the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans are on Peacock. So I'm like, Lisa, what's our Peacock login? She's like, we don't have a Peacock login. I'm like, I am completely shocked. Like, what do you mean we don't have a Peacock login? We have an everything login. Like, what do I do now? So my brother has a Peacock login. So I'm like, give me your Peacock login. And now, side note, my brother, who helped me out, gave me his Peacock login. He's like, yeah, it's my email address, and then this is the password. And I'm like, I don't know what your fucking email address is. Like, I gotta go into Gmail and like try to find you in my contacts. Like, just tell me what your email address is.
Drink every time he says Peacock login.
Yeah. So, I finally get myself set up. I download Peacock on my prized shower tablet. And I go ahead.
And then you were like, oh my god, this is in fact the worst streaming service.
I go ahead and get all excited to watch the Spider-Man movies that I have worked so hard to unlock. And the Peacock app is too powerful for my shower tablet. It does not work.
Oh,
It just
no.
keeps crashing.
Which is
I'm like,
hilarious
"No."
because that app is dog shit.
Yeah, it's absolute dog shit. But they did not test it on a $35 Kindle Fire, so it does not work. So I'm like, well,
Don't
fucking
worry,
great.
it doesn't work on a PS5 either.
That's not all that surprising.
Like, so don't worry. They didn't
So-
test it on that either.
I go through all that trouble. I get it working on my other tablet, so I'm able to watch it on my other tablet. I watch the movies. The movies, the third one is not very good. People are trying to like spin it now. It's like, oh, people just have like bad memories. Like the third one's actually really good.
Yeah,
It's
people
like,
are
no,
trying
it's really
to.
not.
They're trying to
No.
Phantom Menace it.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here with that
Like
bullshit.
it's really not. Like there is an extended scene of Aunt May talking about how her and Uncle Ben got engaged. Like it's just bad.
What
It's
about
real
the
bad.
omelet scene? There's the omelet scene.
omelet
Don't
scene
forget
is
about the
terrible.
omelet. The omelet
Yeah.
scene.
He's on record of saying he tanked it on purpose, so don't stick up for it.
Yeah, just a garbage movie. But the first two are good. And so then, I'm like, all right.
I'd love to. I'd fucking love to.
I'm like, let me watch Amazing Spider-Man. And the internet is like, nah. Like, what do you mean? Like, where is the Amazing Spider-Man movies? Like, where can I watch those? And they literally, the answer to that question is TNT.
You made a
Like,
great
no.
point, Mahoney, and it's like, why at this point is there any movie that's not available to stream?
Yeah.
Because like I thought that was the problem before, is different people had different rights, but like we all got streaming services now. If you got it,
right.
fucking stream
Everyone's
it.
got
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Right.
put any of your shit away. Yeah.
And like, I've done my part for the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I've bought the Spider-Man movies multiple times.
Mhm.
I just want to watch them. Like, just make the thing available to me. So, I'm like, okay.
You have to break
I
out some
have-
of that physical media.
Nope.
I'm like, I know I'm not watching it on physical media. I refuse. I'm not doing it. I'm like, I know I have the Spider-Man movies just like downloaded, like on my own Blu-ray copy. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna go find my hard drive. I'm gonna watch the Amazing Spider-Man movies that way. Dig up the whole stupid thing, which I do not use anymore. I never need because every movie in the world is on streaming. And I don't have those movies. So I tell Lisa, I'm like, yeah, I don't have them. She's like, man, you're going to have to hook up the DVD player. And I'm like, I'm not hooking up the DVD player to watch these movies. So I just bought them on Amazon. Just bought another stupid digital copy of the Spider-Man movies for $17. And you know what? Not very good.
Not worth
Spider-Man
it.
movies are not very good.
Went through that whole trouble.
Yep. Like, the way that Andrew Garfield uses his webs, great. Really, really good. But everything else about those movies, awful. Just bad.
I like them.
Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, there's a lot about them that are very bad, but I like the actors. I like the score. I like the way it looks. I like the way he swings through the buildings.
Yeah, they're fun movies.
I'm here to
Well-
tell you, they're not.
The second one I felt like was pretty goddamn terrible. Like I hated the second one the first time I saw it. I had to watch Spider-Man 3 twice to really get into how horrible it was. I think it's because my brain, I was so excited.
You
to
weren't
see
ready
Venom.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, they're doing Venom on thinking, and I and I like Topher Grace too. So I'm like, oh fuck, man, they're finally doing it. And then I'm like, and then it's over. I'm like, no, that was good. It was good. It's fine. It's good.
Nah.
And then I think I went to see it with my dad or something, and I'm like, oh god, this is.
So what the fuck shit you bring me?
Actually
son?
horrible. Oh my god.
You're like,
terrible.
why is the Sandman just staring off into space all the time?
It's rough. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was terrible out the fucking go. Like, oh no, this is not a good movie.
Sandman just staring off into space, thinking about small twin-engine aircrafts.
So I have now. I'm like 30 minutes away from being finished with the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and then all I have to watch is Homecoming and Far From Home. And you know where I can watch those? Absolutely nowhere. They're not on streaming either.
You forgot you also need to watch Venom and Let There Be Carnage.
Well, those I actually just recently watched.
Oh, okay, so you're all caught up on the Venom verse.
Yeah, because when I went to buy Let There Be Carnage, because you could do that, like, rent it, but you like own it thing, and watch it at home. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do that because I haven't seen it, and it was $20 to rent it, or own it. You get to keep it forever. So it was $20 to buy it and watch it at home, or it was $28 to buy both of them. And I was like, well, I don't want to own Venom 2 and not Venom 1. Like, I can't handle that. So I chalked up the extra $8. Got both of them. And you know what? Let There Be Carnage was a really good time.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I did not believe you two when you tried to tell me, but I was like, this is the right kind of ludicrous.
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid fun.
It was a good time.
Again,
So, yeah.
I'll say it again. It's frantic. The pacing of that movie is out of fucking control.
Oh,
It is
absolutely.
so crazy.
They paced that movie like they were being chased. Like, he had to get to an airport or something. And he was like, I don't have much time, and I have to watch the final cut before we can say it's done.
Yeah,
It's wild.
I've never seen a movie quite like it. It is something else. Damn.
But yeah, that's all. That's all I've been doing. Watching
Yeah, it is kind
Spider-Man.
of bizarre that you can't watch the first two movies with the third in an incredibly profitable and successful and popular trilogy is coming out in a couple of days.
What is bound to be the most successful movie of the year in like the least amount of time. Like, it's the ticket sales crashed everything in the world. Everyone is ready for this movie. And they're like, oh, did you want to watch the first two? You got TNT? You can watch them on TNT.
I wonder if maybe
with commercials,
all of these problems with watching the Spider-Man movies are probably all tied up in some Sony bullshit. Because Marvel is ready to sell and stream. Come on, it's Sony
Marvel
that's fucking it all
wants
up.
them on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
all the rest of them. There'd be a whole little Spider-Man section, but no,
absolutely,
you gotta watch it on TNT.
They don't even have the movies.
They think they're FX now.
Put them on Freeform. God damn, let's go.
So are we gonna have to talk about Spider-Man next week before our Iron Man 3 commentary?
Say so.
Yeah, probably. We might not get around to the commentary depending how fucking good this movie is.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see the movie.
Really?
Hey, that's fine.
Because I didn't get tickets, and I'm assuming everything's sold out now.
No, we just bought tickets last night and in a mostly empty theater.
Wild. They must be adding showings.
Well,
it's empty now. We'll see how empty that that is.
Once the
closer to
Kellys
show
get
date.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the people are like, oh shit, there are tickets available.
Keeping up with the Kellys this Sunday on Freeform.
Yep.
It's bumping.
All right. Moving on from that. We did not prep a classic this week because we thought we were going to blow through the first part of the show. Turns out we didn't.
It's still fine. No, but it also saves us like 15 minutes of not only doing the classic, but the lead up to the classic and then the coming out of the classic and all that.
It's
So
true. It's true. Very true.
It's fine.
I still gotta go make lunch for the kids and stuff. Did I mention I'm all alone?
Oh, so do we need to take a break?
No, I'll do it after the show.
We
Fine.
could watch 4 hours of Lasagna Cat while
my
you make
God.
the kids' lunches.
No, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it after the show. It's fine.
Just send them
No,
to
go ahead. I'll
school.
just hum theme song to MASH the whole time.
Yeah,
Throw
just-
a bunch of crackers in their backpack.
Yeah,
and be
send
like,
them to
"Do
school
it."
with some Mountain Dews and a pack of menthols, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, if you can find a pack of menthols, you better hold on to them.
Those gone?
Yeah, they banned
yeah.
menthol cigarettes.
Oh wow!
They have
Seriously?
banned making them. Yeah. So whatever menthols are out there, like that's it. Like they're not making menthols
Be
anymore.
stocking up on those.
We've
selling
lived
them.
long enough to see menthols canceled.
So, because what they're like, we don't want to make the cigarettes too tasty.
Well,
Is that what it is?
it's because they
The
made them
youth.
tasty, but also marketed the tasty cigarettes to the African American community.
I said, "Hey, come get this menthol, y'all."
Wild.
That's weird.
Yeah, my thoughts is they're just saving all the green packaging because they're about to switch over to making weed.
We need all this ink for when we're selling weed.
Yeah, cancel menthols. Fuck it. We're about to sell them weed now. Let's see them bitch about that.
That's what lets them finally bring back Joe Camel.
Yeah. Joe Camelman.
Pop, pop.
Man, I
Look
I
what
was
I've
trying
been
to
hiding
des-
in my humps.
was trying to describe what Joe Camel was to Zoe fairly recently.
Oh, a dick face.
And, yeah, and I remember people talking about it, but it wasn't until I looked at it again with kind of fresh adult eyes. I'm like, oh god, it really looked just like a dick and balls, 1000%. Like from the word go, it's like dick and balls.
Yeah.
How did this get approved? Nonsense. All right, well this week anyhow, we do have a top 6. Play my music, Jason.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Top 6.
6! I still like 6.
All right, this week's top 6, since we're all up in the Christmas season, we're doing top 6 Santas, which it was striking. I was remembering it. Then turns out I think I did write something. I did like a top 6 on the website way back in the day on Santas, but lots changed since then. So we're doing top 6 Santas of any kind of version or media. So I think it's gonna be a fun one. 'Cause
Top
it's only
6 Transformers Lee is currently transforming.
This is actually a Megazord today.
Actually, this is a Megazord.
It's new. So I was just trying to see what it looked like before I was gonna put it on the shelf after the show. Get off my fucking back! No.
Yeah.
Never me! It's me this one time!
Let it out, baby. Let it out.
Get all the way off my fucking back about it, alright? No.
Jose, start talking into the wrong mic. Let him make him feel better.
Alright, Alright, top 6 Santas. Starting off with the dark horse. I'm going with that Santa that ran over that guy's grandma that one time.
Fuck yeah.
Because that Santa just straight up committed vehicular homicide and didn't give a fuck. He was like, I got presents to deliver, bitches. Sorry, eat the shit, grandma. We gotta go.
Yeah, he's got diplomatic
done.
immunity from the North Pole.
Yeah,
Can't convict
for sure.
him.
For sure. And then, speaking of diplomatic immunity, I'm throwing on Kris Kringle from Fat Man, which is a Mel Gibson joint, which a lot of people don't like the Mel Gibson.
I keep talking about that. I forget about that.
Yeah, Mel Gibson, boo Mel Gibson.
His movies aren't that bad though. Get the Gringo is pretty good.
Yeah, Fat Man is fucking great because it's so earnest. So Fat Man exists in a world where people know Santa Claus exists, and he works on a government contract. Like the U.S. government subsidizes the land they lives on, and so he can make all the toys and stuff like that. But because the world has become so jaded and like kids are so shitty, there aren't many kids left on the good list. So he takes a contract making weapons in the off season for the U.S. government. All the while, this one kid, this shitty kid who got coal for Christmas.
Got naughty listed.
He got naughty listed. He got coal. He hires a hitman to find and kill Santa Claus. That hitman is played by Walton goddamn Goggins, and he's astounding. He's so fucking great. And now, so Walton Goggins, goes on a tear to try to find Santa. He collects toys from Santa's workshop because he also never got toys from Santa as a kid. So he has like a museum in his house. There's all the stuff that has like, the workshop seal on it and whatnot. And so the reason the movie works, the reason I love the movie so much, is because it's an absurd premise that they never once play for laughs. Like, it's played like very sincere and earnest with a preposterous
Just the
premise.
world we live in.
Yeah, it's really, really great. You love it, Jose. It's very good.
I'm down.
I'd wager most people would like it.
What was it called? Fat Man?
Fat Man. No space, one word. It's called Fat Man. It's great.
I know what we're putting on during puzzle time.
It's fucking awesome. It's really good. Talked about it earlier. I'm going Klaus from Klaus, which is on the Netflix. J.K. Simmons playing Santa before he's Santa. And this kind of shitty kid gets sent to be the mail carrier in this tiny island town where this old man lives up in the woods, and he makes a bunch of toys, and he concocts a plan to try to just to get letters, and ends up inadvertently crafting the legend of Santa Claus. It's pretty fucking fun. It's great. This kid, so his dad's the postmaster of this whatever country, this kingdom, and he's like, you can't come back until you deliver 6,000 letters in Shitburg or whatever. But the town is involved like a Hatfield and McCoy style feud. Like, everyone hates each other, and no one's mailing shit. And so this kid drawing falls out of his tree, and he's like, I can't give you this back, but I could mail it to you if you give me a penny. This is that kind of shit. And Santa ends up seeing it, and that becomes the first letter to Santa, and he makes the kid a toy, and hijinks ensue from there. Worth watching. It's very good. Next up, I'm going with The Secret Society of Santas from Image Comics Krampus with an exclamation point.
Oh, shit.
I think it came out in 2014, I want to say. It's a miniseries where all the various Santa-type figures from around different cultures around the world, they kind of convene, and they make plans for the year. And then they get their powers from the spells and shit around the corpse of Saint Nicholas, the enshrine, the tomb of Saint Nicholas, whatever. Somebody steals Saint Nicholas's body. The magic is going away. They're trying to figure out what to do, so they let the Krampus out of his cage, and they strap him up with a naughty bomb. Like, hey, you kill a kid, you'll explode. So they set the Krampus out trying to find who stole Saint Nick's body. It's a fun book. Good time. Next up, I'm going with The Robot Santa from Futurama. Fucking classic. Voiced by John Goodman in at least a couple of his appearances.
Oh, John Goodman played a live-action Santa in a live-action Year Without a Santa Claus.
I did not even know that existed.
I did not realize that existed until today either.
Huh, I had no idea.
When did that happen?
It was 2009, I think.
Wild. And it's like Snow Miser and Heat Miser?
Yes.
Those dudes?
No shit.
Wild.
2006.
You could have told me last week, and I'd been like, no shit. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no clue at all. That's neat.
What the fuck? Look at those weirdos.
Oh, yeah, Michael McKean as the Snow Miser.
Get
And then
the fuck out of here.
Who was the Heat Miser? Who the fuck is that?
How have, I have never heard of this. Wow.
Movie night.
Harvey Fierstein as the Heat Miser.
Oh, my God.
Yep, that's Harvey Fierstein, all right. Wild. All right, show over.
Yeah, shut it down.
It's nuts. That's nuts. Fuck it. Fuck me up. Where you go? What was that? Okay, Robot Santa. So the Robot Santa in Futurama was a robot Santa that they built to, be the new Santa. But his good and naughty calibrations were off. So he sees everybody's being naughty. So he flies around on his robot sled shooting rockets at people. It's, very jolly. It's great. And then number 1 is Willie Soak, as played by the immortal Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. Bad Santa 2, fine. But Bad Santa 1, an unfuckwithable holiday masterpiece.
I've not seen that.
You've not seen
You've
Bad
never
Santa?
seen it?
No.
Oh my God, you would love it. It's
All right, I'm building that puzzle movie list.
Bernie Mac is in it. He's astounding. I think it was John Ritter's last movie, I think, before he died. It's so good. It's fucked up, but it's really good. I think you'd like it.
Nothing but respect for the Ritter.
That's right up my alley. Fucked up but funny.
Yeah, so Billy Bob Thornton plays Willie Soak. He's a crook. Him and his partner, his partner's a little person. So he plays Santa. His buddy plays an elf. And they just travel the country and they case these big fancy malls and department stores as the Santa and the elf. And then on Christmas Eve, they crack the safe, rob a bunch of shit, and leave. But he's, at this point in the story, when you meet him, he's horribly depressed and alcoholic and, at least a little bit suicidal. And so really at the end of his rope and doesn't want to be involved in this shit anymore. And it's goddamn hilarious. Would recommend if you've not seen it. It's very, very good. And them was my Santas, y'all.
Nice. Yeah, I knew Bad Santa was going to be near the top for you.
I fucking love Bad Santa, you guys.
While Lee was reading his list, I secured Spider-Man tickets for Sunday afternoon.
There you go.
Empty theater?
Yeah, at my usual theater. And
You get the theater in Orlando? You coming?
Yes. I'll be right
12:20?
next to you. But actually, the showing we're going to is vaccination required.
What?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's fancy. So I just need to remember to bring my card.
Yeah, they won't do that here because, as we learned, Tennessee is one of the freest states in the country.
Yeah,
free as hell.
Shit like that.
Shit,
Free
you're
as
talking
fuck.
Florida.
What you got, Jose?
All right. This one's kind of new, but I would dig a Samuel Jackson as some other Christmas character, but him and the John Travolta Santa Claus from the Capital One commercials.
They've got a new one of those commercials out right now where Santa and Mrs. Claus do the Pulp Fiction twist dance.
Yeah. It's fun. He's got the Jules hair, but it's just all white.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm at a
what
loss.
you're talking about.
It's a
at all.
Capital One.
I thought
It's a
was like,
Capital One commercial.
did
where
Jose think this was top 6 Santas you wish?
No, this is real.
No, it's a
legit.
Capital One commercial.
It's
John
Samuel
Travolta
Jackson,
plays-
who's like the spokesperson for Capital One. We all know that, and he's having like Zoom calls with John Travolta as Santa Claus, talking about Santa Claus is like, "Oh, you laying off the bad words there, Sammy."
Yeah, so it's
And
supposed
Sam
to be
Jackson's
Sam
like,
Jackson talking to Santa, but it just happens to be played by John Travolta, who is playing Jules being Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Wild.
and Sam
That is
Jackson.
fucking-
He's got the
commercial
Jules
during the
hair,
Spider-Man
but it's
movies.
completely white like Santa Claus. He's got the beard, but he talks like Jules. You know what I mean?
That's bizarre. That's so fucking weird.
I dig it.
So Jules Santa. All right, got it.
Yeah. Number 5. Yeah, so like when Jules got shot on the toilet, he wasn't fully dead, and he made a deal with
Or he got
Santa Claus.
reincarnated as immortal Santa Claus.
Yeah, they're like, all right, I'll save your life, but you have to you have to be Santa now. He's like, I'll fucking do anything. I just don't want to die shitting.
Like Moon Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoilers, Jose. Talk
Santa
about
Night.
Jules getting shot. God damn.
So
Oilers.
number 5, we're gonna go with Goldberg Santa.
Did you actually?
Santa sleigh?
Yeah,
Did you actually see that?
yeah. Didn't we watch that as like a movie night?
I don't know if I've seen that.
I don't think so.
Movie
I would
night.
watch it though in a movie night. I would watch it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, it was one of my on my list for this year as a possibility.
Oh, you know what it was? I watched it some pop video from years back. Research for that. Some Christmas.
So
shit.
we're all just rehashing our old pop articles for this list.
Ain't that some shit?
We each individually did a top 6 Santas independently.
Number 4, Tim Allen, the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's classic. Number 3, the Crazy Killer Santa from the Tales from the Crypt episode.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
He broke out of the insane asylum dressed as Santa and terrorized this house, killing a bunch of people.
That's another one. How the fuck can we not stream Tales from the Crypt right now? Like, that's insane to me.
HBO Max.
What
Let's
the
go.
hell?
Number 2, Santa versus Lobo.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
That was a cool, you know, not necessarily my favorite Santa, but like my favorite Santa, up there with my favorite Santa predicaments he's gotten himself into.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I feel
That's a
like
real
every
problem.
year during December, Wizard would trot that one out again as like a best
Oh, yeah.
Christmas moments in comics.
Yeah.
That and Ultimate Warrior tying up Santa.
Hell yeah, and butt fucking him.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. And then
God.
RoboCop
I'm
and
sorry.
Sting come out.
Apology
Warrior.
accepted, Lee.
I hope you
I
got
don't-
consent.
I don't know how much of that was bullshit.
Well, the butt fucking, I believe, was implied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else was on panel.
Okay. Oh, wait. So the Sting or RoboCop thing was to save Santa from the Ultimate Warrior?
No, I threw that in for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Those are separate things that I combined.
Now, this was when the Ultimate Warrior had his own comic, and he fucked up Santa.
Yeah, he did a Christmas special.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Sure. That's fucking dumb.
A lot of cancelable Santa Clauses. Oh, wait, I guess Ultimate Warrior wasn't Santa Claus.
And then my number 1, fucking Grinch Santa.
Hell
Yeah.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Which one? Like, you talking like book? You talking?
don't matter.
You
It's
talking
the
the
Grinch.
move? The animated? You talking Jim Carrey?
We talking all of it. Well, I mean, probably most likely the animated, because that's the one you grow up on. But Jim Carrey wasn't a shabby Grinch. You know what I mean?
Not these kids today. They've all grown up on Jim Carrey. That movie's 20 years old, bro.
God damn.
Never forget, the Who's Like to Fuck, they had a key party.
That's
Uh-huh.
right,
Wasn't
they
their
did.
first one.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh, I'll never forget them. When
The
that,
Who's
that clicked
didn't.
for me, I'm like, what?
It's kind of like
you wild, Ron Howard.
it's kind of like when you realize that Kevin McAllister outed a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Just changes your whole world. Yeah, that's mine. That's my peeps.
Solid.
That's my Yojis.
Not mad about it. Solid list. Solid list. What you got, Kelly?
What do I have? Well, let me tell you.
I don't know.
My,
That's why the fuck I asked you, man.
I don't know.
Kelly,
Number
make it
5
up.
and 6. 5 and 6 are both Pokemon. They're
Ooh.
Delibird, who is a
Delibird.
Santa penguin, and there's Jinx, who dresses up like Santa.
Wait, there's a
In one of
Pokemon
How
called
do they taste?
there's a Pokemon called Delibird, and this
Yeah.
didn't rank in our most delicious Pokemon tournament.
No, because he looks like a penguin Santa.
Just a bunch of deli turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that sounds amazingly yummy.
Mm.
Never came up.
I'm with Knize. How the fuck did we miss?
Now
this
he doesn't look
scrumptious bite?
delicious.
Yeah, but what is it called? Delibird?
You think on name alone he would have made it past the first round?
Yeah, he's just Delibird. Yeah, he I don't know. He doesn't look like he'd be very tasty.
I'll be the judge of that.
And then yeah, Jinx dressed up like
He
Santa.
said,
in
"Don't
one
tell me what the
episode."
fuck my tastes are."
Jinx is the one that does blackface?
Yes,
Okay. So blackface Santa.
exactly.
Isn't that a
Face Pokemon Santa.
That is a gollywog you were thinking of.
isn't
Knize.
that an old Motown Christmas song? They call me Blackface Santa.
Whoa.
Put that in the intro.
Yeah. Just that.
Yeah, not the old Motown song. Just
It's a
Knize.
stinger, that, and then Lee comes in.
My number 4 is the Santa that appears at the end of a parade.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's always nice to wave at him.
Yeah.
Bye, Santa.
I know him.
Exactly.
He waved at me. No, Billy, he waved at me.
Maybe he's got some candy canes.
I bet you he does.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot straight right now. Candy canes, one of the most worst candies ever invented.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
More trouble than
Fucking
they're worth.
candy. Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
it.
that's true.
Like the fruity candy canes, I really like.
Yes.
But it's so fucking difficult to unwrap a candy cane.
Yeah,
See,
it's
here's
like
what
the
you
worst
do.
possible way to get that can. Like, just give me like a lollipop or like something I can put the whole thing in my mouth. Like,
You know what the trick is to them? When they're just like in the plastic wrap, you just break off however much you want to eat of it, and they're sharp enough that they'll just rip the plastic wrap along with it. Then you just pop it out.
So like some real pro shit there, Kelly.
Yeah,
I'm-
once you
everybody was
figure that
excited
out,
they were
they're
stunned.
incredibly easy to eat.
I'm talking specifically peppermint candy canes can fuck off forever.
Yeah,
You're not
you
a
had
big
your
mint
time,
guy?
peppermint candy cans. You had your time. Fuck off. I'm with you. I agree.
Now you give me a chocolate mint candy cane. Now we're talking.
I mean, it's not like my first choice, but if I'm faced with one, I'll eat it. I don't care.
How about an orange crush candy cane?
Sure.
Oh, keep talking that
A&W
shit.
root beer.
Get the fuck out of here. That sounds
I'll take them.
horrible.
I'll take them both. I'm hardcore.
Sour Patch Kids candy cane.
Oh
Sure.
shit, yeah.
You guys had any of this? I'm drinking it right now. You guys have any of the Mountain Dew Ginger Snap?
Hell
flavor?
yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
fucking delicious. I love it.
Okay.
really?
So immediately I went into it assuming that it was just going to taste like ginger ale.
Yeah.
But no, it tastes like every one of those offshoot Mountain Dews, but the lingering aftertaste, and I described it to Mary this way. It tastes like someone's house that you've only ever been to once.
What?
Okay.
What the fuck?
You know, like their specific brand of potpourri and air freshener and whatever else they got going on, the smells of their house, that's what gingerbread snap tastes like. Like it's familiar, but you can't quite place whose house it was, what year it was, who the
I
person
think I know
is.
exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's very
no, I know
upsetting.
exactly what you mean. And yeah, I like it because it does taste gingery to me, and that's good
Yes.
because I really enjoy ginger stuff, but it doesn't enjoy me. And like I must be allergic to ginger or something because it just gives me horrible shits.
No. Yikes.
So this is the closest I can get to actually enjoying ginger things because it doesn't have any actual ginger in it.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah, it's tremendous. My parents went to the grocery store this weekend. They bought 3 12-packs because they're like, "That's gonna go away. Here you go."
I'm about to
no
say,
shit.
better stock up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
It's
I
like-
would have stocked
That's what I
up.
did for the
Menthol
the
cigarettes?
Skittle, the menthol cigarettes and the Skittle flavored Voodoo from 2 years ago.
I wish I would have stocked up on that pineapple Mountain Dew that they had.
Oh fuck yeah, that stuff was good. Man, Mountain Dew has really been killing it with their gimmick flavors
Yeah.
lately.
I'm not like a Mountain Dew guy. Like when I think of a Mountain Dew person, I think of the classic green Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I like all the other ones.
Yeah, like if I see a new Mountain Dew flavor, I grab it immediately.
Oh, for sure.
Baja
For sure.
Blast, baby.
Yes.
Like what do you think of the did you have the green apple one?
Doesn't sound familiar. I like green apple, so I would have enjoyed it.
That one was during Halloween. That one was all right. It was a little too intense for me, so I cut it with some just tonic water, and it made it a lot better.
Oh,
Tonic water.
Put a little Topo Chico in it, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the last, besides the gingerbread snap, the last crazy Mountain Dew I had was that melon one.
Melon one was all right.
Yeah, a little too sweet.
Yeah. And that's been Mountain Dew talk. All right, back to my list.
Top 6 Mountain Dews.
Dude, we could easily do that. Number 3 is that time Kamen Rider XA had dressed up like Santa.
Hell yeah.
My number 2 is Marvel Universe, the Marvel 616 Santa, who is an Omega level mutant, but he just doesn't want to join the X-Men.
What? You can blame him.
Yeah.
I don't want to join the X-Men either.
Yeah, back in the 1991 Marvel Holiday Special, Cerebro was like, "Oh man, strongest mutant ever detected," and it led them to Santa Claus, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you join us?" And he's like, "Nah, I got other stuff to do."
I work one night a year. I can't really swing it.
Yeah.
Why would any mutant
Yeah.
want to join the X-Men? Like, you just, like, life's not hard enough. Fuck off.
He walked up to Santa. He was like, "Nope, can't do it. I am pretty busy."
Yeah. Well, why don't I go move
I got
into
a
a
plane to
facility
catch.
where I know people are going to come and try and murder me?
Yeah. Yeah, Santa's got the right idea. And then my number 1 is Klaus from the Grant Morrison, Dan Mora comic series.
Oh, that is a good one.
It made me very
good
sad
pull.
that we didn't get a special this year.
That's a good pull.
Yeah. Those
Dan
comics are
Moore
great.
was too busy drawing 7,000 other comics.
Did you see he had another book announced today?
With the World's Finest?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm excited about that.
Mark Wade's back at DC, and he's drawing, and Dan Moore is drawing it. Like, that sounds
Cannot
fucking awesome.
I saw Mark Wade trending on Twitter, and I thought he either died or he got into it with somebody about Comicsgate again.
Oh, I absolutely thought he was dead.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Mark Wade died. That's sad.
Every time Hulk Hogan trends, I click on it, hoping now's the time.
Jesus.
He's finally croaked.
No, I am way into that. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah, I'm into Hulk Hogan dying too.
Yep.
Up top.
That's going to be a weird day on Twitter.
That's going to be fun.
Because it's going to be... Half the people will be like, hey, man, a man died.
Respect.
And everyone else is just like, ha ha. Even more, I cannot wait for the day Vince dies.
Same.
Because that day on Twitter is going to be incredible.
You thought my eulogy for Anne Rice was bad.
That one fucking blew me away. Made me forget whatever the fuck I
Well,
had planned
you didn't
for
see my
intro.
tweet. My tweet, Jose, which was very, very good. It was after she had passed, and I said, my favorite story about Anne Rice was that time that she called me Michael Moore. But the funny thing about that is me and Michael Moore are still alive. Ha ha ha, bitch.
That's so fucked up.
At first, when I saw that, I was like, why are you just thinking about that?
Got her. For those that don't know, might be new to this show, at a New York Comic Con, we were doing an interview with Anne Rice, and I sat down with the camera, and she goes, "Oh, Michael Moore," because I was fat and white and had a scraggly beard and was wearing a hat and had a camera.
You were so mad.
Yeah.
I'm carrying all this stuff, and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. You don't look like Michael Moore. You're like, don't bullshit me.
I mean, I can admit I have Michael Moore traits, but maybe the author of Interview with a Vampire shouldn't call me that to my face when she clearly knows Michael Moore isn't here at New York Comic Con interviewing you over what? I don't even know what she was there for.
Oh, big Michael Moore energy from you. Huh?
What the fuck?
Fuck, that's good.
We got stories, y'all.
What you got, Mahoney?
All right, I have on my list 2 from Jose's, which is the Tim Allen Santa Claus Santa.
Nice.
Even though Tim Allen has proven to be a bit problematic, but you know, that's fine. He was still a good Santa. And then the Grinch. And I would also go with, doesn't really matter what Grinch, but it's usually the cartoon Grinch.
Yeah,
cartoon
that's the
Grinch
Grinch you
where
see
it's
in your
at.
head.
Yeah, exactly. When you think of the Grinch, you think of that Grinch. And then I've got Knize. I just sent you the picture. The Hawaiian shirt Santas that were shooting at the Flash on that one comic cover. We all remember those?
I think I do, actually.
Dudes dressed up in Hawaiian shirts. Not that one. Shooting at the Flash.
Not this one.
Not that one. That's not.
That's
the Flash.
Iron Man.
You fucking fake comic.
There it is.
I just clicked on the last link.
Look at him.
You can't double up on links on me, buddy.
I got to double up.
Oh, now you can.
All right,
now
so
you can all
next
see
on my
Facebook.
list, you're never gonna believe this, but that Santa Claus that was shooting at Iron Man.
I don't think we have that.
For whatever reason, those have just always been stuck in my head since, those probably came out early 90s, and they've been stuck in my head ever since. I probably saw them in a Wizard or something. But they're cool images. That's exactly what I went to when I thought about it. Oh, I'm sure I do. I might have that Flash, too.
That cover is amazing. That they're just like, all right, we got Iron Man. He's getting shot by Santa Claus. He's in a really weird pose. And then what about the background, you guys? Oh, just solid green? Okay, cool.
Solid green. And caption it, Ho-Ho Homicide. Yeah, it's wild. All right, so we're already at number 2. Number 2 is when Allison Brie dressed up as Santa on Community.
Oh, hell yeah. Boop,
yeah,
boop,
that's a
doop,
good
boop,
one.
sex.
Yes. Yeah, excellent time there. And that would have been my number 1, but my number 1, unquestionably, is the Santa that Michael Bublé does not want to fuck when he makes it excruciatingly clear in Santa Buddy, his remake of Santa Baby, that he does not want to fuck, he just wants to be showered with gifts.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That is my number 1 Santa.
And you like that Santa because...
Michael Bublé could suck his cock, but he doesn't want to.
Okay.
FYI.
And you like this Santa specifically because he respects Michael Bublé's boundaries?
No, I like him because he makes Michael Bublé so uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like, if you want to record Santa Baby, record Santa Baby.
Yeah.
But Michael Bublé was like, we need to make it real clear. I'm not looking to get fucked by this Santa.
Yeah. He's like, I'm still got a reputation outside of this Christmas.
I would like him to buy me expensive things, but I do not want to fuck him. Please make that clear to my audience.
Michael Bublé is an OnlyFans chick.
Yeah.
Buy me
He's
things,
like,
I will
my
not
Amazon
fuck
wish
you.
list for pics.
Oh my god. Solid. Now take us home, Knize. What we got?
All right. A shout out to Mick Foley, who has made himself like a little niche.
I like it.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Where he he did a Santa Claus documentary. Like he's super obsessed with Christmas, and I saw he wrote a letter as Santa to John Moxley and Renee's daughter. So he does letters to kids as Santa. So that's fucking cool. All right, my number 6. I love the South Park Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's good Santa.
You got Red Sleigh Down, which is a great episode, but my preferred episode of South Park Santa Claus is when they did the Chef's Christmas Classics and Santa does the duet with Jesus and then gets pissed off because all the Christmas songs are about Jesus and he starts singing Duran Duran. Also, shout out to Mr. Hanky since we're talking about South Park. He wears the Santa hat, so kind of same ballpark.
He wears the uniform.
My number 5 is Mr. Santos from Ernest Saves Christmas.
Hell yeah.
Santa is just looking for his replacement. He loses his fucking bag. This dipshit keeps calling him Mr. Santos. He's got to ride around with
to an insane asylum.
Yeah, he's got to ride around with Ernest and then this chick that steals his bag. It's amazing. He's such a sweet.
Imagine the night. He's a great. He only can work for Santa Claus because can you imagine trying to accomplish even the most menial of tasks? Never mind something on the scope of trying to find the next Santa Claus. You're trying to get to the fucking store. and you have the misfortune of crossing paths with Ernest P. Worrell in the middle of whatever your menial task is. That poor son of a bitch.
You better just throw your to-do list out, because that shit ain't getting done until New Year's. I love Ernest Saves Christmas, and I always think about Mr. Santos, because he says his name is Santa Claus, and the guy's like, okay, Santos, come on, get out of here. Number 4, I'm going to give it to not only Jack Skellington as Sandy Claus, but the actual Santa Claus / Sandy Claus in Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack's cool. He's just trying to spread his wings. He's just trying to see what other holiday fits his bony arms. And then that Santa is pretty dope, even though he gets kidnapped by those 3 children. But he looks great, and he's got a good voice. Ho, 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 and all that shit. Merry Christmas. Where's the Tylenol? Number 3, I will echo Mahoney and Jose saying Scott Calvin in the Santa Claus, but not because he is such a great Santa Claus. It's because he has that amazing support system. Like, this was the first Santa Claus we ever saw that was like getting into technology and was running it like a fucking like a general.
We could run more efficient.
Yeah. Like, as a person, Scott Calvin's kind of a dipshit, but then he gets the Santa juice inside of him, and he becomes a real good Santa. He loves it. My number 2 is a 3-fer. It's a Rankin Bass trio. I'm going to go with Santa from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, voiced by Stan Francis. Santa from Frosty the Snowman, voiced by Paul Frees. And Santa from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, voiced by Mickey Rooney. I just think those are all just kind of iconic sounding Santas in their own right. And then my number 1, surprised nobody else mentioned it, and a role that this actor was kind of born for and sadly passed away this past year, Ed Asner from Elf.
Oh, yeah.
Is my number 1.
Yeah, I thought about putting him down.
That's a good Santa, too.
Kelly thought about putting down Ed Asner.
Yeah, I was going to put him down, and I found out he was already dead. So.
Yeah.
Then
He's
life
like, guess I
beat me
don't
to
have
it.
any plans this weekend. I can see Spider-Man.
Guess I got to watch Lasagna Cat again.
Horrible. Santa's cool, you guys.
Santa is cool.
Me and Santa cool.
Santa's cool, but God, I can't wait for Jax to be like, listen, some holes in this story.
Why? Just so you can stop sneaking around?
So you can
No,
start
like,
putting up pictures of yourself instead of
Nah,
Santa.
just like, well, mostly because when that happens, I don't have to fuck around with that fucking elf anymore.
Oh, I hate that elf so much.
Oh, yeah.
The elf is such a pain in the ass.
Last night, I went to go to bed.
Do you want me to... I could send over Sticky if you prefer him.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I got Sticky out watching over Scar.
Sticky
I go to bed last night. I see the elf, and I'm the last one awake, and I'm like, wait a minute. Is that where it was yesterday? Like, do I have to move it, or is it already been moved? Like, where does it go? And I suppose, in hindsight, I should have just moved it, because that's the safe thing to do. But I had to just stand there and be like, no, I don't think it was here. I don't think it was here yesterday.
You guys don't have like a Elf on a Shelf meeting every night as far as like what the plan is?
No, we barely get to talk to each other. We see each other for like 6 minutes a day.
And you're like, I moved the Elf on a Shelf.
Basically.
Let me recap the group chat for you.
Yeah, exactly.
All the shit you missed.
Yeah, I'll be glad when that part's done. The other day, Nicole had put him in the Zero Mega Buster, kind of like leading out of the top, and one of the cats knocked him over and he fell down, and Jax was like, "What's going on with his back?" He saw like the stitching, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "Is he just a doll?" I'm like, "Nah, man, that's a zipper for his clothes." He's like, "Oh, I'll buy that." And he kept on going. At the back of my head, I'm like, poke, poke, poke. Come on, poke, poke. But then
You said that checks out. Zippers are real.
But then even further in the back of my mind, I'm like, Cole's not here. I can't I can't do this alone.
She'll never believe that you didn't just sit him down and be like, listen, man. Like, you can tell Nicole all night. No, he asked. He said the cat knocked him over. He saw the stitches. Like, she'll be like, uh-huh.
Well, no, what you do is you just go, he's not like a real elf. He's just a camera.
He's animated. Yeah, he's
like a bird.
It's much,
just a drone.
Yeah, he's a drone. The kids know what those are.
Yeah.
One of my biggest problems with the elf is that my sister-in-law just decides that it comes in November. And I'm like, no, we are all in this together. Like, you can't just be like, my elf comes in November, and then my kids are like, where's our fucking elf? Like,
nah, our elf comes on Thanksgiving night. Yeah.
I mean, no, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, shouldn't the elf?
We were told.
Shouldn't the elf be on the clock for the entire year? You got to keep an eye on these kids.
Shut your whore mouth.
No, the elf has to go back to the North Pole.
No, so your kids are just being naughty and nice with nobody keeping tabs?
Well, that's what God is for.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He does do that.
Ooh, tell Jax that the elf is God.
That'll go great.
Like, listen, buddy, we don't know for sure, but a lot of people think this elf is God.
Yeah, and then I get a call from the school. Like, I think your son started a cult.
You must listen to the great elf when he sits on the shelf.
Yeah, never forget the day somebody was busting some truth knowledge at school on Zoe. She was about 4th grade. Maybe somewhere around there.
Whatever. She was 12.
Oh my God. But no, she's like point blank. She's like, is Santa real? I'm looking at Nicole. She looks at me and she's like, and I'm like, nah, man, it's just us. And she just starts bawling. She's like, oh God, what about the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy? Like, yeah, no, it's all us. And
yeah,
your mom don't want me to say this, but probably God and Jesus too. it's all made up. It's all going to be good. And she's like, I'm just saying, it's all silly.
And then that's when you look at him in the eye and say, so you going to say thank you? Now that you know everything you've ever gotten ever in your entire life was us.
We're able to spin it as like, yeah, and like now that you know, you get to fucking help us, help us with Jackson stuff. But I don't know. He's pretty sharp. I'm not sure we got until 4th grade with that one. We'll see. Or he'll be like me, and I figured that shit out way before I let on, because I'm like, I don't want the present train to slow down.
Yeah. You're like 19.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I've been 19. Be like, all right. Sitting on Santa's lap while mom is like, is this kid retarded? What's going on here? How does everybody else know but him?
I think it was last year there was a tweet that was going around about like how there's always the dad in the Christmas special who's like, this is bullshit, like Santa's not real, like all of this is fake, but then like his house is always full of presents that he did not buy. Like this is like, where did this pony come from? Like I didn't have anything to do with this pony. It's a nice little touch on Christmas. It's like, yeah, sure, jaded old man who doesn't believe in Santa but also has mysterious gifts showing up all the time.
Socialism.
Yeah. It's like the fucking Polar Express. We're watching the Polar Express the other night, which fucking sucks.
Your favorite movie.
Is not good. It's the fucking worst. And, this kid's walking around, they're like, oh, if you believe in Santa, you can hear the sleigh bell. And the kid's like, I don't hear the sleigh bell. And like, bitch, you're in the North Pole, surrounded by elves, watching magic happen. You're like, I don't know. I'm a big old doubter. Like, fuck you. But last night, Jack did ask me, he was like, hey, Dad, why don't grown-ups get presents from Santa? And I, honest to God, had no answer for that. I'm like, fuck, that's a good one.
Yeah,
like, like, I don't know, man. Don't tell you.
That's what you say. That's a good question. Next time you ask Santa for something, say, hey, man, why don't you get Pop something?
Yeah,
just be like, I do, Jack. But every year I ask Santa for a blowjob.
And every year He pulls that white beard back and goes to town.
And then the next day, the school calls and like, I think your son started a cult.
It's a blowjob cult.
And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I don't know that kid. Click.
Lee's like, this is officially me surrendering him for adoption. No takebacks.
The kid rules.
Can you go ahead and update his bus route to lives at the school? Thanks.
All right. I think that's the show, you guys.
Bless his
I
heart.
think that's it.
So.
It's a good one. All right, come back next week. We'll be watching Christmas Classic and the worst MCU movie. No, worst Marvel movie. Worse than even fucking Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
Hey, that movie's a treasure.
I got an exercise for next week. As we're watching it, Jose, who dubbed it the worst Marvel movie of all time, as we're watching it, Jose has to find 6 nice things to say about Iron Man 3.
Why?
Why not?
Top 6 nice things Jose has to say about Iron Man 3.
Why not?
It's Christmas, Jose.
It's Christmas.
Because it's Christmas.
The fuck is that?
Tony Stark died for our sins.
Yeah.
Number 1 is when Tony Stark is just getting irate, and he's like, it's a giant bunny, get over it.
I think you'll be able to find 6 things that are cool about it.
You'll like it. The best part about Iron Man 3 was sitting in the theater eating pizza with you guys.
Yeah.
What an adventure that was.
Yep.
So join us next week for another adventure. We're going to watch that shit on the Disney Plus. It's going to be good.
Love it.
Because you know why? You can watch that shit whenever you want to, Mahoney. It's all
Not
right there.
Spider-Man.
For you. Not Spider-Man. No, definitely not
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Really
I'll
botched
be back
that.
next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harrison, and good buddy Mahoney. I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Love you. Good night. Goodbye.
You
fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.